very highly requested video, which is how to remove color or fashion color, more so like Manic Panic and Reach Directions, those types of colors from your hair. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly how I got rid of my previous hot pink hair and how I got back to blonde so quickly. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, it would honestly mean the world to me, and check out my Facebook and Instagram accounts as well. They'll be listed down below. So first things first, it's going to depend on what color your hair was before you did the color. So because my hair was already blonde before I went to pink, it's going to be so much easier to get it back to blonde because the blonde hair is pretty much still there. It's just hidden underneath the pink. If your hair is dark brown or orange or, you know, yellowish, before you did the fashion color, it's going to be a lot harder to get to blonde because you still have that underlying color there and you're going to have to lift through that to get to blonde. It's going to basically depend on what color you use, what color is currently in your hair, and how that color stains. And when I was pink, I was using the Manic Panic Hot Pink, and I did dilute it with some conditioner. I found that color faded really fast. I pretty much had to recolor my hair every time I washed my hair if I wanted to keep it that color. So because that color faded really fast, it's going to be so much easier to get those types of colors out of your hair. If you've got a color that stains and just locks in there, it's going to be more difficult, but not impossible. So basically what I did is I just let my color fade for about a week. Normally I wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week normally, but this week I washed my hair every single day of the week. I was at work that week, so it didn't matter if I just chucked it up in a bun and it was just all messy and gross, so it didn't matter. So I was washing my hair every single day. What you can do is mix a little bit of bicarb soda with some shampoo, and that's going to help get that color out a little bit faster. It's a little bit more gentle. Or you can use like a dandruff shampoo or a clarifying shampoo, which is going to help get that color out of your hair faster as well, because it helps to open the cuticles a little bit more. Then what I did on the day before I was going to do the kind of color return thing, I went swimming with my friends. We did some laps. Normally I would always wear like one of those awesomely cool like cap things that make you look just ridiculous. Well, it makes me look ridiculous, let's just say that. My friends seem to look normal, but not me. Anyway, I thought, nah, I'm not going to wear that. I'm just going to let my hair kind of soak up some of the chlorine. And you'll see this picture here, like the ends were pretty much kind of this peachy color, like it actually stripped a fair bit of that color out of my hair. So yeah, that was pretty good. So then the next day, obviously I shampooed my hair, everything, got all the chlorine out of my hair. The next day I did what's called a bleach bath. I have gone through this in the past in one of my previous videos. I will link it in the description box below. It's from brunette to red video. So you can use this technique to kind of lighten your hair in a gentle way and get out some unwanted color. Like if you feel your hair's too dark, you can do it. Or if you want to, you know, go for a bright red tone but you've got black hair, you can do it. So anyway, so basically what it is a mixture of powdered lightener. I used the blue powdered lightener, peroxide, water, shampoo and conditioner, and of course you can some coconut oil on your hair prior to doing it, just to lock in all the nutrients in your hair, keep your hair moisturized throughout the lightening process. Okay. All right, so obviously this is the rest of, you know, my pink kind of hair. I needed to retouch my regrowth, so I've done that already off camera. I do have a tutorial on it. I will link it in the description box below for you guys if you want to know how to do it. But basically, if you want to retouch your regrowth and do a bleach bath on your ends, this is definitely the way you can do it. I've basically let this process. It's got about 20 minutes more of processing to go, so I'm going to start doing the bleach bath now. Alright, so I'm going to start using this bleach bath on areas where my hair is still quite pink, so kind of near the roots here, and then I'll gradually wash it through the ends at the very end of the processing, because the ends don't really need that long and the ends are more prone to being weaker, so you need to be careful. Just sorry if the lighting's not that great. I didn't want to have all my light lamps on because that will actually make this color process faster, so yeah. Also, if you have a natural regrowth and you don't want to touch up the regrowth, or you want to go a darker shade or you just have some natural light regrowth, just leave the bleach bath off those areas, because the bleach bath is pretty much going to lighten anywhere you put it. So if you don't have existing regrowth and you don't want to touch up your regrowth, you just want to leave it your natural color, then leave the bleach bath off those areas. Make sure you rub the product in really, really well. You don't want there to be any dry patches left, because any dry patches are still going to be pink hair or whatever color you're trying to get rid of. So just make sure that you work it in really, really well. Some of you guys may ask about color removers. In my personal experience, I've never really had much luck with them. They never really work as reliably as what I want. So that is why I always go for the bleach bath option, because I know what to expect and I know that it's going to work. All processing, as you can see, it processes quite fast. You want to just kind of drag some of the colour off to see what colour it is underneath. Just bear in mind that it's going to always look lighter like this than it's going to actually end up being. So just kind of keep an eye on it. You don't want to like leave it on for too long, because you know it is bleach, so you just got to be careful and just keep an eye on it. Alright, I think that's good. I'm going to go wash this off now. Bye. And keep your eyes on it. It's not the type of thing that you put on your hair and be like, right, I'll leave it for half an hour to process. You need to honestly stay in front of the mirror or keep checking it every 5 minutes just to see how it's going. For the toner, again, I do have a video all on toning blonde hair and how to get rid of yellow tones, but I actually use my shampoo as a toner, which is probably my favorite toner I've come across for if you want quite blonde hair. This is the Fudge Clean Blonde Shampoo, Violet Toning Shampoo, and it is very, very dark purple. It's like purpler than this, like even darker than that. It looks almost black. But it works wonders, and that is how I got such a clean result. Is I just did that, and I've been upkeeping it with that shampoo for my kind of toner. So yeah, that is how I got the colour out of my hair. Obviously, if you do have a colour that is more staining, you may need to do more than one bleach bath application. I wouldn't put the bleach bath on and just be like, it's not the colour I want yet, I'm going to leave it longer. Obviously there is a time cap. I would not leave it on for more than 40 minutes, or you know, follow your manufacturer's instructions. If they say on that particular bleach that you use, leave it for half an hour maximum, then that's what you've got to do. Just follow the manufacturer's instructions, but obviously don't leave it on for like ages. So if you rinse it off and it's still, you know, weird kind of colour, you may need to do it again. I would wait, you know, at least a few days before doing it again. One thing to keep in mind as well is colour corrections and things like that. So obviously if you had blue on your hair, like vibrant blue hair, when you rinse it off and it's still got this weird kind of blue tinge, you may need to add some colour back into it. So the opposite of blue is orange. So one thing you could possibly do is crush up some vitamin C tablets, mix that with your shampoo, and then rinse that into your hair, and that's going to help add a little tiny bit of orange pigment into your hair just to get rid of that real blue tinge. Something you could do if you had green hair is use a little bit of tomato sauce. So shampoo your hair, put a little bit of tomato sauce in those areas, rinse it off really well. Not obviously, I wouldn't go to the extreme of using an actual colour, because then you're going to end up with that colour hair, you know what I mean? So try and just think of a few things in your house that you can use to try and do that. Obviously it is going to lighten up as time goes on. It does take time, but it does really depend on what colour you already had in your hair, how much that colour stains, and what colour you had to start off with. So that is what I did to get rid of my pink hair and go back to my blonde hair. Have a good look, guys, because it's not going to be blonde for that much longer. I've already done an order of my next colour. I'll make sure I film a video of it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Definitely check out the description box below. I'll list those other videos that I mentioned down there if you wanted to check it out, as well as the bleach bath recipe will be down there as well. Also, all of my social media channels will be down there too, so go down there and check it out. Alright guys, love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!